Hey guys, just going to give you a quick run through on my tire inflator deflator system. It's pretty straightforward. There's not a lot new here. Moroso used to sell a system just like this for drag racing so that you could make sure that the left and right tires were perfectly balanced tire pressure wise. But anyway, here's what we got. This aluminum piece here is from Harbor Freight, and it's a 3-piece manifold or 3-connection manifold. Comes with quick disconnects, which I removed and then put on an air gauge. It was like 16 bucks, and then a couple of hose fittings here. Screw them in. Added a 3/8 full port ball valve, and then a nipple here, and of course the quick disconnect. The hose is this vinyl rubber stuff. I really like it. It's nice and bright. You're not going to trip over it in the middle of the night if you're on the trail. Anyway, I used this ARB for a long time, and it's a nice gauge. It works good, clips on, but it's single tire at a time, and it's kind of slow. Even when you're deflating the tire, it just tends to be a little slower, and I'm not really certain why that is. It could be because of the 3/8 hose as opposed to whatever this is. Nice setup, not cheap, but works real well. The cool thing about this, and I found this on the Trail Recon channel, is these Haltech air chucks. These things are awesome. They push on, you slip the collar over it, it locks it in place, it does not leak, and there's a check valve built in here, so when you disconnect one tire, the other tire doesn't start to deflate. The whole thing cost me about 80 bucks to put the whole thing together. Works great. It's very fast deflating. I'm running 285/70 17s on my JK, and I'm running about 28 on the street, air down to say 18 on the trail, and this will drop that 10 psi in 2 tires in under a minute. It is really fast. Once you play with it, you'll get kind of used to where you have to go with the setup, is how long it takes, or what you read on the gauge versus what it really means. Obviously, when the gauge is reading with the valve open, it's going to be inaccurate because you're getting your air pressure coming in from your source. When you close it off, then you'll actually see the actual tire pressure. But works really good. Inflation wise, obviously you hook it up to your air source and start filling up your tires. The speed is going to depend on what you have for an air pump compressor, whether you got some OBA set up or a power tank or whatever. But this system, really easy to put together. You'll notice I do not have Teflon tape on here, which I got to take this all apart and put the tape on there just to seal it up better. But check it out. If you got any questions or comments, I'll leave all the description for the parts in the description of the video. Take care.